We Are Not Alone. No, unfortunately, this was not the amazing song from The Breakfast Club. This was a film from Peru that is currently streaming on Netflix. Here's a funny story. I was sitting watching this movie, I was taking my notes, doing my thing, and the only word that just kept coming to my mind the whole time was generic. This movie is very generic. And I was sitting there because it's in Spanish thinking, I wonder what the Spanish word for generic is. And then, in my head quickly said generico, and I was sitting there like, oh, that's fucking, come on, man, that's racist. It's stereotypical to think that all Spanish words just end, are English words ending with O. And then I looked it up, and it's actually generico, so I couldn't help but laugh. This movie, man, mucho generico. Really, God. Family moves into a house. They think the house is haunted. They call a priest. He comes and he tries to exorcise the demons. God! Can they stop making this movie? Fuck! If they're gonna make this movie, you better come up with something fucking unique and original. You better put a new spin on it. Something. Jesus, how many of these can you make? Seriously. Now, I'm not a big fan of these movies anyways. The whole, exorcism type thing, I think, besides, The Exorcist and, The Last Exorcism, and very few Beyond the Door, which is a total full-blown Exorcist ripoff to the point where The Exorcist sued them, the people who own The Exorcist rights, and they won because it was so exact. But I still love that movie. It's just, when I watch these movies, I'm just so bored. Yes, zombie movies are exactly the same fucking movie every single damn time, no doubt about it. It starts off, no one's infected, then someone sees someone who might be ill or hurt, they go to check on them, they get attacked, then the whole fucking city becomes overrun, almost instantaneously. I'm not sure how it spreads that fastly. Fastly is not a word. I don't understand how it spreads that fast when the fucking things are this slow. And then they take out whole armies and stuff somehow. That's stupid. But anyway, yeah. Then here they go. They go and they hole up somewhere for almost the entire movie. And then even though everything is going super well for them where they're held up, they decide they need to make a run for it to get to an island or something. And then they get somewhere where they think they're going to go and get there, and then they see zombies are there and they're fucked and the movie ends. That's seriously 99% of zombie movies. But for some reason, I don't mind zombie movies as much as exorcism movies or haunted house movies, which a lot of the times, haunted house movies kind of end up throwing the exorcism type thing at the end anyway, so you kind of get a blending of the two, not blending, but a mixture of the two, a marriage of them. And this is yet another one of them. So, the things I can say good about the movie is that I think the daughter, she's very young, is a good actress. I think all of the actors do a fine job. Now, something else I had written down was that this movie is very adequate. It's competently made. It's well shot. It's got good acting. It's got blah, blah, blah. It just goes through the motions. They just took any old script and a competent crew shot it and made it, and they put it out. This movie clocks in at a whole hour and 10 minutes long. Thank God for that. I was over with it 10, 20 minutes before that. I just kept thinking oh, come on, they're going to throw some new spin on this. Something's going to be different, this and that. But it never comes. One thing I will say that's kind of bullshit, and this happens in a lot of movies, and it happens in this movie, men seriously get the shaft when it comes to the rescuing part of the movie. a little kid can be taken or whatever, and everyone runs in to save it. Save it. Jesus. Save her. Or, a woman or something like that. But a guy gets captured or taken away or whatever. Everyone's just like, oh, he's fucked. Let's get out of here. Oh, man, it happened so blatantly in this movie that it was just pissing me off as a guy. I couldn't help but mention it. This is definitely not one I would recommend. Unless you've seen no other haunted house movies ever. If you've never seen a single haunted house movie and you want to see one, this is one to watch, I guess. But if you've seen any, you've seen this. Nothing original, nothing unique, nothing different. My reviews run almost 10 minutes every time. We're at 6 minutes, and I spent like 3 of them talking about what happens in zombie movies. That's how much I don't have anything to say about this movie. Ugh. And it has fake jumps. It has fake scares. Like fake out like, oh, this is happening. Oh, wait, it's just a dream. Fuck you. Ugh. God. Generico. Don't watch this.